Hey everyone, Mark Lohman here, lead pastor of the Bridge Church in Chino. As you know, we are in the midst of COVID-19, a pandemic like we have never seen before. And for those of us who live here in California, we have just been told that we are now in a mandatory situation where we need to stay in our houses outside of necessary activities like going to the grocery store and Walgreens and all of that kind of stuff. And so we just wanted to give you an update of how we are going to be continually transitioning our ministries. We are not canceling anything. We are just moving them all to online and through electronic means. And so I wanted to share with you 4 important things that we really want to focus on in the midst of this crisis. The 4 things are this. We are going to encourage you to pray, to engage, to share, and to bless. And so let me just share a quick word on each of those. First, to pray. Part of our mission statement here at the Bridge is that we really value spending time with Jesus. And so one of the best ways to do that is prayer. And so during this crisis, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m., we are going to have a special Zoom call where you can gather on your laptop, your iPad, your iPhone, whatever it may be, in your house and join our larger community to pray together. And so we will be putting out information with that link on our website, Facebook, etc. The second thing that we're asking you to do is to engage. The best way that you can engage is on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to gather your children or your spouse or your roommate, whoever you're with, and to watch our Sunday service. There will be a recorded sermon. There will be our band praising God through music, and we'd ask you to even join in singing during that. There'll be announcements. There'll be a time to participate in generosity. There are also going to be other things throughout the week, from upcoming life groups that will be virtual to kids ministry things that will be virtual as well. And so please continue to check our website, Facebook, Instagram for those updates as ways to engage during this time. Thirdly, we're asking you to share. We see this as a huge cultural moment for the church to not be quiet, but to be known for community, for love, for hope. And so we would just ask that on Facebook, on Instagram, that you would share our services, that you would share our announcements, that you would share different ways that we are reaching out to the community because we really want to be a light in this extremely dark time. And so please feel free to share these things in any way that you can. And then lastly, we are asking you to be a blessing. And by this we mean 2 things. The biggest area that we are looking at where we can equip you in light of having to stay home in a very simple, safe, and practical way is that we've made available neighbor care cards. There are 4 3x5 cards on each piece of paper. We are making this available as electronic PDF. You can download these on the homepage of our website or even on Facebook, just like everything else. And we would just ask you to print these out, to cut them into quarters, to write your name and whatever contact information that you're safe with. And then you can leave them on your neighbor's door or doormat. And it just provides a simple, practical way for you to let your neighbor know that you are thinking of them, that you care for them, and you want to help in any way possible. And so we would encourage you to do that. And the last way to be a blessing is that, as you know, as a church, we are 100% dependent upon your generosity. And so in a time of scarcity, we think that the way of Jesus is to live out of abundance instead of fear and scarcity. And so we are still completely reliant upon your tithes, your offerings. And so if you go to our homepage, thebridgechino.org, you can give online. We even have text to give set up with the phone number. And so it is a completely safe and easy, secure system for you to give online. And so we would just ask you to do that. You can always mail donations in as well. Our address is 7776 Pine Avenue, Chino, California, 91708. So please think about that, how you can participate in generosity during this time. And let me leave you with this. The early church, when they began to grow and to spread out from Jerusalem, there was actually a crisis at that time. There were diseases going around. There was Roman persecution. And it was in the midst of that the early church met in their houses, in their living rooms, with their kids, with their spouses. And that is how disciples of Jesus began to spread and to do discipleship. Very similar to what we are in today. And so this is a cultural moment for the church to actually go back to our roots, to not be dependent upon gathering together in a building with a stage and a tech system, but to do church, to be the church in our living room with our kids, with our neighbors. And so I just want to encourage you to overcome fear with love, with the gospel of Jesus. In a time in which our culture is running rampant with fear and anxiety, we have the invitation, the opportunity with courage and bravery to spread the light of Jesus. So let me encourage you to do that. Stay safe.